Hello everyone. Hello. If you guys have, before I start the video, if you guys have any suggestions on background and how to get a better background, the thing is I need money for that and I'm still working on it. So thank you guys first of all for bearing with this. Because I literally, my room is so small. If I did set up like a background thing, I'd have to like purchase something that stood up that I just put behind me. But again, that costs money. So hopefully someday soon, hopefully I could purchase that. Anyways, let's get into the video. Okay. So there's what I've learned and how my mindset changed. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video. Is dental assistant what I thought it would be? So I guess I'll figure out the title of this video later, but that's besides the point of this video. I wanted to make it to like basically come on here and tell you guys what I truly feel about dental assisting. Now, I never really thought I didn't really want this in the beginning of time. I wanted to be a nurse. Long story short, I wanted to be a nurse, and then I wanted to be a pediatric nurse working with babies, if you don't know what pediatric means, and then that's just a little bit sad. But I never thought I would want to work in the mouth. I used to think that was kind of disgusting, but as I got older, I started to think nursing was kind of gross. Some of the stuff that they did, I did not want to do. So it started off like maybe the pandemic changed a lot of things for me, and that was one of them. I really sat down and researched so many schools, so many careers, so many different things, and then my mind was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna sign up for these classes. I called my dad and I said, there's like a few more spots left. Should I do it? I just needed that extra like boosts. Like I know I have motivation for myself, but I always like reassurance from other people when it comes to like big life changes, even though you're the only person that can make that change for yourself. So I did it. I signed up for the class. I put down, I think it was $75 for the application fee and $500 for the total to save your seat in class, and that was going towards your school basically. I still have like I think $400 left to pay. It wasn't bad. Normal tuition for a 1-year schooling for dental assisting EFDA, it's what I am, is around like $10,000-$12,000. My school was only $4,575, and that's not bad at all. They had a payment plan. Every 2 weeks they would take out $200. I was financially stable at the time, and because I wasn't working while I was in school, I kind of lost money, but I'm working my way back up for that. So what my recommendation is, starting as an EFDA, some kids are coming out of high school. If you don't have a job and your family's supporting you, then by all means focus on your schooling. But if you're moved out or you're paying your own bills to begin with, try to work part-time hours if possible. If you want to work full-time and you can do it, then do it, because you're gonna need that money when you're done, because money's not gonna start flowing right when you're done with school. I didn't think it would, but I didn't think it would be this slow in coming out. So yes, that is that one thing. And most of the kids going into, and I call them kids because you guys are coming out of high school, going into this thinking that it's going to be all easy breezy, but most people quit and it's not what they think it would be. But if you do, and I'm talking about quitting in school, do not quit. Keep going. If you're making good grades, if you're acing this, that, and if you're making like C's, then just work harder and keep going, because this is something that you're always going to have, this certificate. You could travel with this certificate, or if you have an AA or AS, you could travel with that. You could work in the military if that's something you want to do. You can work in Germany. If they have assistants there, you can work in London. They're called dental nurses. So it's always good to have this as a backup if you want to further your education. And that's another thing with me. Before I'm turned 25, I want to go back to school for something, even if it's nursing again, but a different type of nurse. And I just get through my clinicals and everything that I don't want to deal with. Then I can go into my major. So dental assisting, you can make money, but at the same time, you have to work your way up to that point, just like everyone else. Doctors and surgeons don't start off, I mean, they make good money starting off, but they don't make like crazy amount as the top. You have to work your way up from some point. So that's another thing that changed. From the beginning, everyone hyped it up like that I would be making like so much money, but I knew deep down inside that you have to work your way up from somewhere, and that's somewhere starting at school. So my biggest thing is do your research. If you live in Florida, comment. I think my comments are still turned off, but find me on social media and let me know, and I'll send you good schools that are in Florida. If you're not in Florida, I'm sorry, I cannot help you with that. Just do your research. Don't let a school play you out of your money, okay? That's your money. Another thing is, I did not know it would be this much work, and I kind of maybe underestimated. You're basically, all right, so in the medical field, I'm trying to have an example. If you don't know dentistry, if for example, there's doctors, there's nurses, and then there's like CNAs and other staff, which is like the nursing and doctor's assistants. We're basically the CNA nurses of dentistry, and we do a lot of work. Yes, doctors do a lot of work, but we're the ones taking in the patients, writing up the charts, getting the trays ready, passing the instrument, getting everything ready for the doctor to make everyone's life smoother. So it is a lot of work, and if you're coming out of high school and you don't have that mindset yet, because a lot of high schoolers don't, I didn't. I knew I wanted to do something, but I didn't know what I wanted to like actually do. My mind was not there. So if you don't have the right mindset, then this is just going to be like crazy. Yes, you could get through school, the school part, but once you start a professional career as a dental assistant, you need to be like, okay, this is not what I expected. It is a lot of work, more than you expected. You're the heart of the office. Those dental assistants do a lot of work, and the doctors will tell you too. So it's a lot of work. I suggest, honestly, shadowing a day, and a lot of offices will let you do some stuff because you have to do a lot. You even have to clean a lot of sterile. You sterilize the instruments unless your office has a sterile tech. If your office doesn't, then you do it. And you have to make in appliances, you have to make retainers, you have to make night guards, you have to help with the dentures if they don't have a lab technician. So it's a lot to think about. It's a lot of responsibility. And don't think everything's going to come easy, even though it's a fast career track. So yes, it's a lot of things, and you have a lot of options. So there's not just cons, there's also pros. You have a lot of options. You can go into different specialties, and I've talked about this. I went into ortho. They suggest and recommend going into general first, and I see why, because literally when I finished school, I went into ortho, and some stuff in general, I'm like, when we go over some stuff and I'm reading charts, I'm like, that's a crown. I know that's a crown. But it's like you forget, even if you've only been out of school for a month. So if you're going into a specialty right away, always brush up on your old books. So if that job doesn't work out for you in the future, or you're moving and you need a job and you have to go to a general office, then you're going to forget everything. So study, even if you're out of school. I try to do it here and there. I have apps on my iPad. And also, if you go into ortho, the teeth numbering are different. This is 1 through 7, or 1 through 8, 1 through 8, 1 through 8, 1 through 8, and it's not 8 and 9. It's not 1 through 16 and 17 through 32 anymore. So it's a lot to think about. It is a lot. You're constantly learning and doing a whole bunch of things and stuff. So my suggestion to you guys with any career is research, and if you can get into like a shadowing type thing, then do it. Get your foot into the door, because you don't want to go through school, especially if it's a long time type of school. If you're going through to something else and you're spending a lot of time and money and heartache on this career, and it's something that you don't like, then what's the use, you know? I mean, research. But guys, that is it for this video. If you want to see a braces video, please like this video, subscribe, and I will make that video real soon. I might make it outside. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I might. Anyways, bye. I'm gonna go eat. I'm starving. Made a bridge appear across the treacherous water. They were halfway across it when they found their path blocked by a hooded figure, and death spoke to them